player for us, and you know, he just went through a little stretch where he was away, so we stayed with the team for the time being that had been getting some results for us and have been connected. But he's a guy that is, you know, when you look at guys and you know that they have the experience, they have the ability to turn a game, the ability to do things, he's one of those guys for us. And tonight, when called upon, he helped us out. He did that. He helped us to keep possession. He helped us to create and to finish an opportunity that was huge. He helps us defend because he knows, he's been here long enough, he knows how we play and what we're trying to do, and he's one of the guys that we can always rely on.
Is it over-enthusiasm when the team gets carried away moving the ball? You said they kind of lost things, so they just get too into moving the ball?
Yeah, you know what I think it is it's, I don't mind the ball movement. What I don't like is when we start chasing the ball around so that we can all get touches on the ball. I think what starts to happen is, from my opinion, from good positions comes good possession, and from good positions also comes your ability to control things defensively. When guys end up in all different positions, and Marky's on the left wing and Paz is on the right, and everybody's now unbalanced because we're on one side, when you lose the ball, you can no longer control the game in transition either, because you got guys all over the place. And we start doing it because the guys love to get the ball, we start feeling good about ourselves, and we start flowing around the field and looking to combine and create things. But through some of that, if you don't bury the other team in that process, you can also create some challenges for yourselves. And I felt like that was a little bit of what started to happen in the first half. We started to feel really good about ourselves. Guys are flowing into all these different positions, but when it turns over, we want certain guys in certain areas of the field to do their jobs, and that's, you know, that started to get a little bit untidy in the first half, and it led to the momentum shifting just a little bit for us.
Greg, obviously you mentioned 8 points up for a playoff spot with 3 games to go. Obviously a big week with Canadian Championship. Does the win today change your plans, how you kind of navigate through a busy stretch over the next week or two?
It definitely gives me something to think about. You know, we've had plans to go both ways. What I know, the Canadian Championship is a 180-minute game. It's not a 90-minute game. So while we have, you know, 3 games in 6 days this week, it's a really tight turnaround for each of these games. So for sure, we're going to have to expand the usage of guys that we've had over the last 3 games. But the Canadian Championship is 2 legs. We've got to make sure we go there, and we're not trying to win the Canadian Championship in Montreal. We're trying to make sure that we give ourselves the best scenario to come home and win it, which is what we've always said when we play these 2-leg sort of events, and we've got a pretty good record in that. We need to continue to think that way as a group. This is going to be a long game against Montreal. We've got to play the long game and play smart. And then on the weekend, it's a long trip to LA. Maybe the points become a little less, but we're still trying to keep this home playoff game spot for the first leg of the playoffs if we can. So we're going to have to balance that out, and part of that is just I need to see where everybody's at physically coming out of tonight and consider all of our options for sure.
You were referring to discipline. How important is that discipline, that mental attitude, that when they did get up 2-0, is that a lesson that you can give them? Is that something you can use on the film?
Yeah, definitely. It's what we talked about at halftime. It's what, you know, to be fair, there was a little bit of it in Cincinnati. When we got ahead in Cincinnati 3 goals early, we started to feel comfortable about things, and we start to, again, just flow with the game. The difference is Cincinnati didn't hurt us, and we were able to go find the 4th one and the 5th one. So it was less apparent. So just as a group, again, we just have to, we have to remain a little bit disciplined. We be patient in some ways and allow us to get the ball to each other instead of us chasing the ball and trying to get on it. And just understanding and respecting the good and bad of some of that stuff. While it's sometimes fun to watch, it can also be counterproductive for us at times. So, okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks.